Okay, everybody. Hey, this is Judy Jam session. It's October 4th, and I'm here with the members in the Message of You. And some people are in the comedy part, and some people are in the speaking part. And this is where we get questions answered. We figure things out, and connect and work on stuff. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So first thing we're going to do, I'm Judy Carter, by the way. I feel like with this, I don't know if you guys have the same format I have, but it's kind of like Hollywood Squares. All right. So we're just going to start off. This is where questions get answered and you figure out things. And oh, by the way, I meant to tell everybody, and I think you got an email. I created the Power of Purpose podcast. So many P's, it's hard to say. Power of Purpose podcast. It's on iTunes. It's on Google Play. And you know what? If you're feeling down and you're feeling like, what is my message? What do I have to offer? It's just something to listen to while you're in the car. To inspire you and give you some confidence. And the truth is, what I believe is our purpose is we express our purpose in the gifts we give to other people. And a lot of people feel their purpose in life is that they're not living it. And so I want to say to everyone here that let's all assume you are living your purpose right now, no matter what your bank account is, no matter what, your relationship status is, no matter what's going on in your head, because people think when they live on purpose, everything is great. Look at Nelson Mandela, whose life was moving rocks from here to there. Purpose is something that is founded in your childhood. And if you are struggling with low self-esteem or feeling like, why should I speak? I have nothing to say. Who am I? You are searching for your purpose, and that is your purpose right now. So I say wherever you're at is a great place to be. Surrender to it and keep moving forward. Because I promise you, if you do these exercises, you are on the right course. And I just had a conversation with someone who I have another book out called The Message of You Journal, which is a 21-day program of story writing. It's for storytellers. But she did that and she committed to 21 days. Now, I have to tell you, I haven't done it for 21 days. It's really hard to do. She did it. She did like a storytelling contest, the Moth. She won the storytelling contest, and she's now fully on purpose in her life and knows what to do. And then I got another call from another student, Dr. Lynette Charity, and she's on this call a lot, and she just got another paying gig. And she found her purpose from a story that happened, a tragedy that happened in her life, much younger, where her sister was killed right in front of her. And she has battled with depression. And now she's speaking on helping doctors not commit suicide. And it's an odd topic. And she's booked all the time because I had no idea physicians are very depressed and there's an extremely high suicide rate among physicians. So this is the whole thing of finding, your purpose and seeing if the marketplace can support it. So that's my thing for today. And so many of you have submitted homework, and I thought let's start with some comedy. Let's see. Okay, Carla, where are you, Carla? Let's see. Carla, I can't see. Where are you, Carla? There you are. Hi. It just has your email, so I couldn't find it. Good to see you. So what was your question? You had a question, I know.
Well, it was back up. I was trying to get it in before the official start of the thing.
Started.
I signed up during the Jeannie Robertson webinar. I guess I thought I was signing up for a speaking thing, but I apparently signed up for the comedy thing.
Oh, you want to switch your membership?
Not necessarily. I'm just asking are they intertwined? Do they go together? Are they bookends?
No, they're totally separate. What it is, the comedy module is not for people who want to be speakers. It's for, as you see it, it's module with comedy formulas, and which we're going to go through some of them right now. And then there's the speaking course. Now, the speaking course also includes the comedy because it's very important to be funny when you speak. But if you want to change it, just shoot me and I'll forward it to Webmaster and he can be changing your membership. Okay?
Okay.
It's just when you join, I don't know how this works. Jason is awesome. He set this all up. And there are permissions that are, it's technical. Just email what you want to do. Okay?
Okay, great.
Because I know the speaker course is more than the other one, but we'll give you some options there. Okay?
Okay, that's great.
Right.
I have another question at some point.
Okay. So first of all, anybody else have any challenges that they're dealing with or anything before we get to some fun place? And just remember, at the end of all of this, I'm going to leave this open because exchange emails, talk to one another. We're also going to have a jam session, a breakout session, where I'm going to break you into groups of 2s or 3s, and we're going to work on things depending on what you want to work on. Okay? So glad you're all here, and I'm just going to start. So I have some submissions. I think I'd like to talk with Mike Cateo because I think this is really important, because I know for myself that I really do not work on my speech until I have a booking, right? I will not work on it until there's a booking on my calendar. So Mike and I'm helping him write a speech. He's just got a great topic. Mike, I think I have your one sheet. I'll show it to everybody. He's put together his message. He's put together the one sheet, and now we're putting together the speech. And the only thing missing is a gig, and that's the most important thing. Now I want to show you all Mike's. Oh, do I have it, Mike? Your one sheet?
You should have it. If you want me to email it to you or share it, I can.
Yeah, can you share it?
Sure.
Hold it one second. Oh, here it is, Mike one sheet. I got it.
Cool.
No, it's not the current one. All right, so if you could share it.
Sure.
All right. So I just want to explain one thing, because I've been getting some submissions from you guys, some comedy submissions, and I can't figure out what formula they are. I have to tell you, these formulas work. So first I want to go over a couple of the formulas for speech writing and for some comedy. And why don't we just practice while we're here? Now, I'm going to show you these formulas, and what I want you to do is to figure out, write down which one you want to work on today. All right? Which one do you want to work on today? And then when I break you up in 2s, you guys will work on them. Okay? So here we go. Let me just share this page with you. All right. So here's a comedy formula. Those of you in comedy, let's just look at this for a second, because when I show you the submissions, we're going to be using some of these formulas. Here's how it goes. The setup is use one of the 4 attitude words. In comedy and in speaking, you never say anything without an attitude. What are the 4 attitude words? Everybody together. Ready? It's hard. It's weird. It's scary. It's stupid. So when we're writing material, we never write like, we write with emotion. We have a topic and we slam it with attitude. So I ask you in your speech to look through things and see if you can get an example. Here's some practice ones. So You want to try this right now? I'll give you the setup, and please write in the chat what the joke is. This is called obvious, weird. Okay. Okay. I'm going to try this one. Small, big. So in order to make people laugh, you have to have one or two things. You have to have an act out or a turn. A turn means slam. You say something that the audience didn't expect. So let's all try this joke right now to warm up, to get into this session. And I want you to write in the chat the turn. I'll give you the setup. You don't have to write the setup in. Here's the setup. Breakups are hard. Aren't they hard, people? Yes.
Yes, they're hard.
They're hard. You know, there are 3 subtle clues that your relationship is over. You're not kissing as much. You're not excited to see each other. And the turn, it's a huge obvious. So can you write into the chat, what would the turn be? Oh, there are 3 subtle clues that your relationship is over. Geez, you're not as affectionate. You're not giving love notes to each other. And then what is the huge thing that's going to make people laugh? Okay, let's write it in. Write it into the chat. All right, you have 1 more minute. Everybody come up with something. Just write it. Even somebody else said it. Write it.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we have? Okay. Okay, great. And you live in separate houses. Okay, Carla, good. And he's moved out. And when you go home, she's in bed with the mailman. And you get the restraining order. Okay, your husband tells you he's gay. Okay, what, honey? It's just a special delivery. Whenever they talk, you think, when will she die? Really good as an act out. So when you talk, you're going, oh my God, when is he going to be dead? Right? So again, you want to have emotion in it and do the act out. He introduces you to his new girlfriend. So when you do a turn, put them all together. It's really hard. They're so hard, breakups, right? So when we tell a joke or when we speak, ask the audience rhetorical questions constantly. Breakups are hard, aren't they? Aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. And then that's how you pull in the audience. And you go, there are 3 clues 3 subtle clues that your relationship is over. You're not talking as much. You're not kissing. You find him in bed with his boyfriend and he's issued you a restraining order. It's like, no, I can still make it work. Right? So you want to be in the emotion of the joke. All right. Any questions about that? So I've gotten some comedy material from some people, and I got to tell you, it's not in any kind of format, and I can't figure out where I'm supposed to laugh. And if you think this formula is hack, I don't know, Amy Schumer uses it, Sarah Silverman uses it, Jon Stewart uses it. We all do, because you know what? It gets a laugh. So learn the rules before you break them. So let's go and apply this to some of the work that some people have given me. Okay. All right. So let's just look at, here's a speech, and let's just see how we put this in a speech. All right. Does anybody have any questions about any of this?
Could
No?
I still share what I was gonna, or you want me to wait?
Yeah, just wait a second.
Okay.
So those of you in the comedy module, let me just show you how you can do these lessons and take them and put them into your speech. Okay. So here we have, who gave me this? Can somebody tell me? I forgot.
Mike.
Mike?
Huh?
Me.
Is this you? How many of you hate going on a diet?
No.
Oh,
That's
I
not
don't.
what you shared, though.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me just, sorry. I can't, okay. Can you see this?
Uh-huh.
Who's this?
Tessa?
Yeah, that's me.
Tessa. Okay, fantastic. All right, so Tessa's working on this module, which is how to write your introduction. Is that correct? Right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, let's talk about that in a second, because on the next page what is this? Is this your beginning of your speech?
No, I think I might have mistakenly included some of my notes at the bottom of that.
Okay.
That's just
Okay,
random
so let's
thought.
just try this. So she's talking about weight loss. So how do we use comedy and talk about it? You know, so why don't we just go, you know, losing weight is hard, isn't it? Isn't it, right?
Yeah.
You need to lose weight when, right? So let's put, there are 3 subtle, forgot how to spell subtle, whatever, subtle clues that you need to lose weight. Okay, what's a subtle clue, people? Anybody?
Your jeans are too tight.
Yeah, your favorite jeans are a little snug, right? Snug. Okay, what else? What's the second small subtle clue? Anybody?
Lack of energy.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of, energy. And what's a big one?
Your zipper breaks.
Yeah.
You can't get an erection.
You can't get an erection, and you're a woman.
Yeah.
You have to go to the hospital. They need to use the
you're on.
They have to take the roof off the house to let you out.
They have to take the.
Whenever you need to go shopping, they have to take the roof off.
You want to audition for the TV show, My 600-Pound Life, but in order to get out of the house, they would have to remove the roof. Okay, right?
Mm.
Okay, all right. So I'm just kind of showing you, subtle, I can't spell anything. I can't even get close enough to spell, so spell check gets it, okay.
S-U-B-B-L-E.
Oh, thank you. I don't even think that's
Double.
That's double.
all right.
That's different.
That's funny.
All right. So the 3, losing weight is hard, isn't it? We all want it. I got to tell you, so isn't it? So here's your speech, right? Here's your speech, right? That's your speech.
Okay.
And then, this is not for your introduction, and then here's a joke, right? And you tell a joke, isn't it? Right? After doing them. But
Okay.
seriously, it is hard, and today I'm here to show you that you don't have to, yo-yo, you don't have, whatever it is you're going to say, and then you get serious. So when we're a speaker and we're doing comedy, we are directing our message to the audience, and then the comedy is a little aside, and then you get right back to the speech. And this is the list of 3 formula. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions about the list of 3? Okay. So if you're a speaker, you need to do the comedy thing as well to learn these formulas. Here's the list of 3. Here's act out. Don't tell your story, be the story. And here's the formula. And here's comedy 7, attitude words formula with the formula here. And it shows you in these comedy videos exactly. Wait a second. Oh, shoot. I didn't switch. Hold it just one second. New share. I'll just share.
You didn't switch.
Right, here it is. So it shows you can see here that this is module 3. This is a list of 3. That's module 8, video 8.
Video 8, yeah.
This is video 6, act out formula. Don't tell your story, be your story. And this is video 7, don't get mad, get funny. So if you're in the comedy video doing any of these things, bring this stuff in, and then here you go. You can take your whatever you're speaking about and adapt it. Here's the list of 3. She's speaking about weight loss. And here's a way to open your speech with a surefire laugh. Because people are going to think, you're serious. And then you get a big laugh. And then they love you. So that's why I created them. But I have so many people, I don't understand why. It's like they're sending me things and they're not following any formula. So please send me before the Judy Jam any of your material. Okay, so that's that. And then just one comment on, whose is this again? Tessa?
Yes.
Tessa.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is, one second. Here is the formula for how to write an intro. Write your intro. Ask a question about the problem your speech is solving. Announce your name and the results the audience will get from listening to you, and let the MC brag about you. Put in impressive credits right up front. So in your thing, that was what was missing. How many of you hate going on a diet? I know, I hate it, but what choices? I want to lose weight. No, you never have that for the introduction because someone's going to say this and they're going to be reading it. So anybody help? Our next speaker is going to show you exactly how and insert results. And then, do you understand? Our next speaker, Tessa Wison, developed a real permanent solution published with a book with step-by-step directions. No. What are your credentials? She's a PhD. She's the author of this book. Give the title of the book. There were no credentials here, right? She has a BA from, I don't know, someplace. She was working as I
sent you an update, so I added.
Okay, great. So
my problem is that my credentials don't directly relate to the topic, so I wasn't sure how to put them in there.
Well, that's a problem then. How can what are your credentials?
I have 2 bachelor's degrees in different fields. I figured this out myself and wrote the book based on my own experience. So it's not like. And
what has the book done? How many has it sold? You can't, people check on credentials. So you have to go, where has she spoken? Or some kind of credential you have to dig up, okay? You can't go, she sat at home and smoked some joints and figured out how to lose weight. Okay? All right, so there's that. Any questions about the introduction or how to use comedy in a speech using the list of 3 formula? Anybody?
I had a quick question.
Sure.
You said how many of you hate going on a diet? Is it and I know Craig Valentine's kind of beat this in my head, but rather than how many of you hate, is it better to say, do you hate going on a diet? Or, it's like you're...
Well, no, this is the introduction. This is the MC.
Oh, gotcha.
So you don't say you to the audience. How many people here hate going on a diet? Well, our next speaker is going to show you how to love it. Bam. She's going to show you by the end of her speech, you're going to have lightened up and lost 5 pounds just listening to her, because she's an author of a book that has, gotten reviews saying blah, 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 blah. She has 2 graduate degrees, and she's here today. Please welcome blah, 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 blah. All right? So we have that. Okie doke. So let's get rid of that. The next thing we've got from Emma. And can everybody see this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. I'm just sharing my desktop. All right.
Wait,
Emma, do you want to read this for me?
Sure. Let me just okay. So I'm doing a gig in San Francisco on Saturday night, and I wanted something that was a little bit sort of San Francisco centric. So San Francisco, I love this city. I'd love to live here, but I couldn't afford it. I'd have to live in a closet, and that'd be just rude.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right now. There's no setup that has I in every single sentence.
Okay.
So I'm I can sometimes sound harsh doing this because there's so many people in such little time, and I want everybody to work on stuff.
Please do.
But I have to say, you have to do a comedy formula. And I think what you're trying to say is do something about what is the topic, what is the attitude. Anybody find it hard, affordable housing, is that the topic? I have to know what you're joking about.
Well, no, the next bit then I applied a formula, but it's all good because I live in a really gorgeous apartment in a great neighborhood in LA. Well, actually, it's not so great at night. Actually, it's a really tiny studio apartment next to a crack house. Anyway.
Oh, okay, so you're doing the reluctant admission.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reluctant is bragging. So what's the bragging line? So I'm not going to deal with this right now because this formula goes, I live in such and you repeat one of the words throughout. So I live in a spacious apartment. Well, it's not exactly spacious. Well, and then, the formula is like, I ran a 5K race. Well, I actually didn't run exactly a 5K race. Well, actually, I just had I had special K for breakfast. Anyway, do you know what I mean? That's the formula. It's a brag of the first line. So it's bragging about yourself. I live in a huge apartment in tech. I don't know. I can't write on the spot right now, but let's try this one. I've been in LA. Okay, I like this. It's hard time. The reluctant formula. Rework these, and while we're doing this, it's a brag line. It's when you're a speaker and you go, "I am the most fantastic teacher of speaking in the world." Well, not exactly in the world. Well, exactly within my own mind. Anyway, do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a brag line. And then it's reluctant admission. So you have to say something incredibly bragging.
Okay.
So I've been in LA 9 years is information, but not bragging. Okay. So, so it's called a reluctant admission. I'm going to admit the truth because I lied.
Yeah.
I am.
The next one was what's hard about living in LA, and then it was I brainstormed a bit, and it was the time difference. That's hard.
Oh, okay. It's hard with the time difference. Because where's the word because? It's hard because
the time difference. Oh,
because of the time difference, because the topic is time difference. When your family lives in another country, it's really hard because of the time difference, because you can't talk to one another. I call my mom and wait, your mom lives in?
Whenever I call her at 10 a.m. in LA.
Where does she live? You
in
live
Ireland.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been in LA 9 years, and I call my home at 10.
At 10 a.m.
Who lives in LA and who lives in Ireland?
I live in LA. My mom lives in Ireland.
Oh, okay. So say that. So I would set it up and go, it's really hard when you're, talking to your mom when you live in LA and she's in Ireland, right? Because when I call her in my time, in the morning, at 10 a.m., she's already drunk. And then when she calls me 10 a.m. in Ireland, well, she's still drunk. That's really funny. That's really funny. And then I would put an act out and go, what time is it? Just have some kind of, let's hear your mom.
Yeah.
And then go, no, I'm just kidding. She never calls me. She can't find it. She's too drunk to find the phone. Anyway. And then get another laugh. Oh, come on, people. If you give me enough love and support, I would not be funny. That's really funny.
True. Yeah.
I love this joke. Let me tell you something, Emma. This is a fantastic joke. The only reason people wouldn't laugh is because they don't understand the setup. So set up the joke just clearly, okay?
Okay.
And
can I give a suggestion?
Yeah.
If you said I'm from Ireland, but I've been in LA 9 years, it'll tell you your mom's in Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. It's weird. A woman in her 40s, she's in her sexual prime, and if her man is the same age, he's in his sexual rib. Well, it's missing a premise. What is weird about a woman? Why is it weird that a woman is in her sexual prime and her 40s? And, I don't understand what's weird about it. So the setup, it becomes all important. Anyway, and thank you for listening to the Power of Purpose podcast. I love it, Emma. But Emma, this is really, you're lucky because you wrote like 4, 5 jokes. One of them is killer with 3 laughs within that one joke. So you're doing awesome. I would just suggest really slowly set up your joke and work on it. But you're doing awesome. I love it. Okay. And I love that you emailed it to me and put yourself in the line. And I hope I wasn't too harsh with the formula. It's just that, there's such specific formulas, and stand-up is like haiku poetry. You miss the whole thing, you're off. All right, let me get to a couple other ones.
Thank you so much.
Let me just get to a couple other ones.
That
Victoria,
was really
and then Mike. Victoria, I was known as a quiet mouse that can't speak up since my childhood. Woohoo! All right. The advantage of being quiet is it gives me plenty material. Okay, a quiet mouse. Where are you, Victoria? Where are you? I can't see you. Victoria. There you are. All right, Victoria. How old are you, Victoria? Let me unmute you. How old are you, Victoria?
59.
59. Okay. The assignment, the formula on the woohoo joke is to go, how are you not like Barbie? Now, a quiet mouse, a woman being quiet mouse that cannot speak up since my childhood doesn't even make any sense because you're speaking right now. So immediately I have a disconnect, and nobody laughs when you say something that's odd or confusing. So you have to make sense. So you just go, I'm 59 years old, right? Now, people, what do you think of women who are over, like in California, or LA? Let's look at LA. Women over 40 are what? What's common wisdom about women our age? What is it?
Pastish. They're pastish. They're too old.
Oh, too old, not sexual,
Cougars.
not right?
Things are bad as when people give you a pity Tinder date.
Okay. Well, so you want to pick something that is a defect that you're not like Barbie. So again, the formula and the instructions become so you go, I'm 59 years old. Woohoo! Right? There are advantages to dating an older woman. And then you're going to have some funny shit. There are advantages. Believe me. Go out with me. We're grateful. Right? We'll never cheat on you. You know. Believe me, you don't have to buy us clothes. We have enough creping on our arms. Right? Bam, 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 bam jokes. Okay? So again, I have to tell you, it's really about the setup. Okay. And then we have a story here, whose is this? Sarah. Are you here, Sarah?
Yep.
Hey, Sarah. What formula is this? What module is this?
So this is module 2 where you're writing your speech, and it was video 8 where you're doing your heart story.
Okie doke. All right. Fantastic. And good for you. In order for me to understand your heart story, let me just go here. Module 1, module 2. Here we go. Write your speech. So,
yeah, and it was video 8. I don't know.
Okay, perfect. So the speech goes like this. Now, when you get to module 2, people, this is super fun. And I'm so happy you are writing that. And are you having some mind explosions in your head, realizing stuff?
You can't even believe it. I have been clearing so many negative beliefs this week with TFT and stuff, tapping and things, because I'm just like, oh my goodness, this brings up so much stuff. It's great.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I just want to say I'm really proud of you, because the journey you are on is so important. When we speak and share of our life like this, it's just eye-opening. And you might want to work with Mike, because he's also working on deep sharing like this of a heart story. All right. So in order to understand the story, I'm going to take all of you. I'm not going to look at this right now because it's too long to deal with in a Judy Jam session. But let's briefly look at this easy way to write a speech, okay? Really easy. So tell me in a nutshell. Now, what I have here is what the audience is asking you. So why don't I just ask you and just tell me really quickly, tell me in a nutshell, what are you speaking about?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how women want more balance in their life, but they just don't know how to get it, especially moms. And whether they're a work-at-home mom, stay-at-home mom, or working outside the home, their desire is the same.
Hey, let's just, because I'm going to guide you to speed it up because of my time restrictions. So today, I'm going to show you.
So today, I'm going to show you how you can create the life that you want, the work-life balance that you want, by showing you how to, oh boy, now I don't have that part memorized, but
okay, no.
So basically looking at your core values, evaluating your core values, following your passions so that you can work.
But that's what they're going to do. What are they going to get from all of that?
They're going to create the life that they want, really.
Okay. You're going to take that life that you want out of the journal, out of your therapist's office, out of your brain, and into the world. Okay? So again, we really want to kind of like really rant about this stuff. So that's the first thing you tell the audience. Then you talk about their problems. You don't even mention yours. How many of you feel like this or going like this? And then you tell it again. Tell me again. Well, today you repeat it again. How do you know your solution will work? Now you tell a story about someone else who you helped and how they went from a mess to success. What do you recommend I start with? Then you do your action step, another action step, and then you tell your next action step by telling your heart story. So what I would like you to do to submit to me, please, is what is the action step that you want the audience to take that you are going to illustrate with your story? Because we never tell a story about ourselves without a point. And the point is that this is what I did and this is what you can do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I always, when I work with people, what are your action steps? Because this is when we speak is called content. So that's in a nutshell how that works, okay?
Okay, yep. And then the action step right before that speech, because I had written all the beginning stuff already, but I just didn't send that to you. But the action step for that one was how to overcome the obstacles. That's the third one, how to overcome the obstacles that get in your way when you're trying to create this life that you want. And
okay, now remember, an action step is the action. It's like if I was to say to people, you're going to get this by doing something different, okay? Maybe my first action step would be notice which foot you lead with going up a step. Rather than leading with your primary leg, lead with your other foot. That's an action step.
Okay.
Giving people something to do. You can't have an action step like live your dreams, overcome obstacles. No, the action step, the first thing how do you overcome obstacles? So when we speak, we have to have an action. What is the action?
Okay. I was a little confused on that part, so thank you.
Yeah, so break it down, because so many speakers will do, and I've done this too. Everybody turn to your partner and tell them, what's something you love doing that you haven't done? And they just all sat there and looked at me because they had so forgotten what they love doing. How do you get people to remember what they love doing? What is the first step? I want you to think back when you were 5. What's the first thing you pictured doing? Tell that to the person next to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. So, Mike.
Yes.
All right. Now, boy, this is so much fun today. I hope it's working for all of you because we can all learn from what we're all doing. I told Mike that he has to get a gig and he has to send an email out to other people. So, my name is Mike Cateo, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker and professional stand-up comic. As a specialist in treating borderline personality disorder, I have given... Okay, so you got this email from Mike. What's the problem with this email?
It sucks.
Who is he trying to help?
He is trying to get a gig, and he's going to send it to people that he's worked with, people that he's met when he spoke at a convention, and he's asking them asking them if he can give a keynote. Okay, what's the problem?
Shouldn't it be his core promise? Shouldn't it be his message of you synthesized version?
The audience. Who is, what is he going to help the audience to get?
Okay, all right.
Goals.
What if I came like you guys paid to study with me, right? And what if I'm here and I'm going, I did this and I did that and
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't you probably wouldn't come to the Judy Jams. What do you want most from me?
Well, how are you going to help me?
Exactly. Yes. Count how many eyes are in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every sentence starts with an I.
But it's also
okay.
asking.
So let's just say I'm writing, hi dear, how are you? How are you? How have you, I'm going to put you been since we, met at blah, blah convention, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? We spoke about borderline personalities, right? And you mentioned to me, and you commented about the speech I gave, right? Now, what does he want? What is he asking here to give a keynote at the agency? What we want to do is speech I gave. Okay, now we can go. I have developed a speech about blah, blah, blah. You know, what can't you have to write an email where people can say yes. Okay? What can he write that someone can say yes to? Is someone going to say from an email, oh yeah, come speak at my convention? No, they're not going to. What's a yes he can get?
Is what he's going to give to them. Clear goals, 3 clear goals.
But what, tell me, 3 clear, I mean, say it like I'm going to say in the email.
Oh, okay.
About.
Okay. My 3 techniques on dealing with borderline personality disorder.
Okay, but he says that, you know, I've developed 3, you know, that can be of value to your group as you know, I've developed 3 techniques that
3 breakthrough.
You know, have, you know, been
I like
breakthrough techniques. All right, so let's just say blah, blah, blah. He reworks that. What's the call to action? Okay, so you're getting this. Can I keynote at your next event? Is he going to get a yes?
No.
Too early.
No. Exactly. How can we get a yes?
Ask to speak to them, or if they can speak to him, right?
Do you have 5 minutes available where we can talk about it?
And I can share these with you.
Yeah. You know, from meeting you, whatever it is, and 5 minutes, share with you, any time next week. Okay? Right? Make it easy for people to say yes. I get so many emails. Hey, can you contribute to my Kickstart? No. Give me something to get there. You know, what am I going to get out of it? Make it about me. Make it about my group. This will be I have people who say, I've written this blog and I think it'll be amazing for your students, and can I put it up on your site? It'll help them do this. Can you email me back and, let me know if I can send it to you? So, yeah, send it to me. And then I read it and I went, hey, this is great. I'll put it up at Psychology Today, right? But you have to do little asks, and you have to make it about them. And you have to go, like if I email Amy Eddy, who I'm speaking to, like I set up a meeting with a speaker bureau tomorrow. And I said, how's your baby? Oh, it must be hard being a new mom, right? It's amazing that you can still book speakers and be a mom, right? Hey, I have a new speech. Do you have and this is my one sheet. Do you have 5 minutes just to give me some feedback? That's all you do, Mike. Okay?
Okay.
Put in a link to your one sheet and go, do you have 5 minutes to give me some feedback? That's all you need to do. No sales pitch.
So you go for the little yes before you go for the big yes.
Exactly. Make it easy for people to say yes and stop using I so much. All right, let's break up into 2s and share with what you're working on. And we'll do that, and then we'll meet back up. So I'm going to break everybody into 2s. Give me a second. Breakout rooms. All right.
Judy, I have a question.
Sure.
How do we send our work to you for you to review?
Oh, like I said in the email, you just, the email that you got from me announcing, just reply to it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
So-
simple enough.
Yeah. All right. So I want to put comics with comics and speakers with speakers. All right. Who did I say Mike should get together with?
Sarah.
Okay.
Me.
Okay, Sarah. And then who's Crystal, are you a comic or
I'm a speaker.
okay. Who else is a speaker? Emma?
I'm a comic.
Wait. David, are you a speaker or comic?
Speaker.
Okay.
Hey, Dave.
Okay, give me a second. Dennis, comic or speaker?
Speaker.
And Dr. Rich? You're going with Dr. Rich. Okay. Don, you're a speaker. Speaker. You're going with Wally. Wally, are you a speaker or comic? Okay, Wally's not here. Julie?
Speaker.
Okay, got that. Okay, sorry it takes so long. Phil? Speaker, comic? Speaker? And who, Lovely, are you a speaker? Speaker? River, are you a speaker? Quinn, speaker?
I'm
Sorry,
a comic, Judy.
Just River, right, okay. River, I want you to meet, that was wild last night. Carla and you will hit it off. I love Carla. You both are cray. All right, everybody, Wally, Annabelle.
Yeah. Oh, I'm working on the comedy section. Of
Okay, Annabelle, and who else is comedy? Raise your hand. Okay, Victoria, fantastic. And this will be done in, sorry it's taking so long. Okay, another room. Emma, Peggy.
Yes.
Who else is comic?
Comic.
Wally, Lovely. No? Quinn? Quinn? Okay, I'm just going to hook you guys up. I can't hear what you're saying. All right, that's good. And the rest of you, I'm going to assign. And, okay, here we go. And 3 of you are in a group. And here you go. Jam, work on whatever you want to work on. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I feel, River, I'm in bed with you or something. It's very weird. Okay, I have something so funny to tell you all. I want to wait for everybody to get back in the room. We have 30 more seconds. River, where are you right now? Are you in Mexico or in, wait, say it again. No, audio isn't working.
Okay, so I'm in St. Helena, mostly about Kate, and then I go on a morning walk and I think of funny jokes. And I already had a lucrative and very a long career as a speaker, but now I want to start from the bottom as a comic.
Well, fantastic. Go to it, girl.
Woo!
I have to tell you something so funny, everybody. I'm going to tell you something so funny. I have always believed that we speak the message we need to hear. Okay? And this was just proven to me by Dennis and Wally and Dr. Rich. Okay, Dr. Rich is a teacher. he did not do his homework. Okay? Wally is an audio engineer. He couldn't get his sound to work. And Dennis's speech is about being visible, not being invisible, being visible in life. And he ghosted his breakout group. I'm just saying here, people. We all speak about what we need to learn. So here's the secret to accomplishing this course, because a lot of you are on that special deal I had that's only 2 months. You'll have an opportunity if you want to stay longer. But here's the thing. Work with somebody, because even if you can't do this after 2 months, at least you'll have a buddy. So I'm going to leave the room, okay? I'm going to leave the chat open, and you guys can meet up with people. You can share your emails. You can, whatever you need to do, you can do it. Julie, I didn't get to talk to you too much, but it's great seeing you. I haven't
You too. It's been a while.
It's been so long.
Yeah.
But email me material. You can email me. I suggest you put it in the form, and all of you will get so much value from going to that forum and helping other people figure out their message, figure out jokes, whatever you're working on. We are a community. And there's about 100 people in this course, would you believe? But not everybody shows up. So this is your core group, people. Use them. Use the people here to help you. And email me things before the next Judy Jam. Oh, by the way, let me just show you when it is. I have this amazing guest. Have you guys heard of this song? Do you remember? Yeah, remember that? Or Boogie Wonderland?
Yeah.
Have you heard of a Broadway show called The Color Purple?
Yes.
The woman who wrote all these things is a Grammy Award winner. She is an Emmy Award winner. She sold over 60 million records, mostly with Earth, Wind, and Fire. And she did it, and she doesn't read music or play music or write music. All right? You think about how you feel about yourself and maybe your friend. She did it without that. And she's going to be doing a webinar. So the next Judy Jam, check the calendar, because I moved it, because the day before, Allie Willis is going to be giving a webinar. It will sell out like crazy. So it's free for you guys. So be sure you register for that when I send out the email next week. And she's talking about how do you become a success, because it is the power of purpose. So we are talking about your purpose and lighting a fire under your ass to do this course and to get your message out there and to make a difference. So I'm super excited. I'm going to be starting to have more celebrities join us, and that's going to be really, really super cool. So glad you are all here. I'm going to go have dinner. I'm going to turn the recording off. Anybody that's watching